Welcome to episode 2, and before I get into it, I just want to say thank you to Wicked for letting me know that the mic had a static noise behind it. I just want to try and improve every time, so all the comments are great help. But thank you. Right, let's get into it. While exiting the double waterfall cave, I seen this tiny little quetz-looking creature called a banguila or a banguilla. I'm not entirely sure. But it was quite low level, looked easy to tame. I had one bowler on me, so, you know, you gotta tame a creature if it's easy to do. I bowlered the little poor thing, so it was on the floor, just wanting to be tamed, you know? It's just staring at me going, well, you know you want to tame me, you gotta do it. But I didn't have any meat on me, so after the couple darts knocking it out, I needed to go find some. After killing some raptors, I had the meat ready to tame this bad boy up and see what it can do. But what I didn't expect is that instead of riding the banguila rides me, which is really strange because I didn't think a day would come where I'd be riding a pterodon and then a mini pterodon would be riding me. Such a strange thing. While flying around, I came across some beaver dams in a waterfall, which is perfect because hopefully they have cementing paste inside. I need it for a fabricator right now, because I don't want to go making some because, as we know from last episode, getting some keratin and chitin is quite difficult on this map. And I didn't want to go make it myself. But, as if people have played ARK before, you should know, beaver dams are just as bad as a normal creature, because every time you go in one, the beavers become very, very aggressive. But, luckily for me, I have a flyer and I can just lead them off the waterfall, nice and safely, without taking any damage at all. If I just repeat this process a few times, all the beavers will be gone and I can clear out all of this cementing paste. Look at them fall. Whee! After leaving the beaver dam area, I found the gold drop, and now, because I'm a high enough level, I can actually go inside of it and see what we've got. And would you know, it's my first piece of armor, an Ascendant Chitin helmet. I deserve the chitin helmet after all the farming from last episode. Oi oi, look at this little creepy bear staring at us in the darkness. Looks like a little Star Wars creature. Very passive though as well, and a very high level, so I'm gonna just leave it be. Start heading back to base. On my way back to the base, in the corner of my eye, I seen these two giant scorpions. Alright, that's not right. An Emperor Scorpion, level 30. Pretty low. I was thinking about taming it, but with that torpor, it isn't going to happen anytime soon. And if you look just a tiny bit to the right, there's this bright red creature. It's not aggressive to me, and it's owned by Gang, which I'm assuming is the other person on the server. We don't know where their base is, but right now we found one of their creatures. A Pegomax level 270. But if you've played ARK before, you know you can tame Pegos just from them coming up and stealing your items. So maybe it was an accidental tame. Or maybe their base is secretly hidden around it. We'll have to come back later to find out. Now that I'm back at my base, I can get rid of the banguila on my shoulders, because in first person I could just see wings. It was funny for a while, but it got a bit strange afterwards. All I need to do now is make a fabricator and upgrade my base, but I'm short on materials: oil, spark powder and crystal. Luckily for me, all of that is inside this cave. There's crystal at the entrance, oil in the floor, and rocks everywhere to get that flint to make spark powder. But I don't have a mortar or pestle, so I need to make one of those first. After farming for some crystal and flint, I realized I already had some oil in my storage, which is perfect because now I can make a mortar and pestle and then make a fabricator, which I need to put somewhere. But my base is a bit too small for it, so I need to make some more foundations and place it outside. Now that the fabby's down, I completely forgotten I have a smithy and I can make a harpoon. Or a harpoon net to trap some Maywings, because Maywings are a must if you're going to go flying around and collecting a lot of resources. While flying around on the hunt for some Maywings, I heard a whipping noise, so I went to see what it was. But I probably shouldn't have, because this thing was scary. It looked like a kraken, on crack. So a crack kraken, if you must. His name is a geobreaker. Not entirely sure what it's for, how to tame it, or even if I'd want to. Because just looking at that thing will give me nightmares. And look how creepy it is. Luckily, it looks like it's stuck in the ground and I don't have to go near it at all. But my curiosity got the best of me and I wanted to get near it. But don't we all? Curiosity is a dangerous thing. While looking for Maywings, I got bored because I couldn't find any, so I decided I need to go get some organic polymer. All I'm going to say is this next part isn't for the faint-hearted. If you don't want to look, close your eyes or skip for the next 30 seconds, because this might give you nightmares. You'd never want to go to a zoo again. Now that you've had some time to think about it, I decided to go slaughter some penguins. Unluckily for me, all the penguins here were juveniles and babies. I'm gonna fast forward this bit just so you don't have to watch the horror. Whew, now that that's over and done with, I think I have enough polymer and I think I should go home. Back to base, because that was something else. Right, off we go. Cool. Now that we're back at base, I decided to drop past my old base, my little wooden shack, and collect the rest of my tames, because I had them cryoed up in my storage. I'll just put all the metal in here, put the items in here I don't need, and then I can throw out my raptors. You'll see how wonderful they look. I'm pretty sure there were 7. Let's have a look. You got a 1, 2 raptors, no, 3 raptors, 4 raptors, 5 raptors. I had a lot. Oh yep, that ain't a raptor. See, I made my part. I slaughtered a load of penguins and I decided I'll keep one just so they don't go extinct. Might need them in the future. Poor little fella. After getting distracted by staring at the penguin for a while, I realised I completely forgotten about the Maywings. So I need to head over and go see if we can tame one. After flying for the redwoods for a while, I found Maywings and a level 200 at that. This would be perfect. Just need to get the net up, knock it out. But life isn't always that simple. I start to shoot it in the head and realise I'm doing barely any torpor. 50 a shot, if that. I have enough arrows, but I don't think I'll be able to do it in 50 seconds. Yeah, I was correct. I got down to my last at least 2 shots and he dipped. Got out the net, jumped. The second I got on the pterodon, he was gone. Nowhere to be seen. Vanished exactly like Houdini. I had to search around for ages. At least 20 minutes passed before I found this thing again. There he is, sat on a cliff, ready to be tamed. No idea how we got over here. This is at least 500 meters away. Not even close to where we were a second ago. And it's knocked out, so I did shoot it the right amount. I think it's the correct one. It's level 200, same colours. It must be. I have meat on me. I don't have any prime, which sucks, because that would have been perfect. But now that we have this bad boy, I can cryo him up, take him back to the base, after I kill these pegos. Pegos are extremely annoying. Anyone who's played ARK knows how annoying these little fellas can be. Well, funny if you accidentally tame them up by mistake, like which we seen earlier. Gang gang. I will find you. And I will raid you. Just not right now, nowhere near it. Just have to cryo this dude up and go back to base. Just as soon as I started to head back to base, I seen Ankies. which is a miracle because of all the additional creatures. I have to do this. I have to tame them. I can't do the 180 because the torpor is 5,000. I could barely do the Maywing. The Maywing was 2,000. I'll have to go for this level 40. But I completely forgot. The second you shoot one of them, the rest of the herbivores are going to attack you. But I have a flyer. I can just hop on it, lead them off the edge, nice and safe. Which is exactly what I did. Bye bye Yankee 1, bye bye Yankee 2. Now I can tame up your brother. But I think he's about to get out of the net. Which he is. But Yankees are slow, so I can walk backwards as long as there's not another one behind me. Which is exactly what I done. Knocked out, ready for the taming. I just need to pick some berries. Mijo berries is the only thing I can do, because I don't know what base veggie is, and I definitely don't have kibble. Not yet anyway. I'll look back on this episode knowing it was so easy. Now that he's tamed up with arrows in his face, I could take this one back into the cryopod as well. But I'm not going to skip back to the base, because I completely forgotten we have so many tames and not a single one has a name. So if anybody in the comments or watching the video has a name for any of the creatures I have right now, the penguin, the raptors, the giant googly-eyed lighthouse, the pterodon, let me know in the comments. And the first however many teams I have for however many comments, I will name them. As long as it's not, you know, absurd or obscure. There you go. Each creature here needs a name. I don't know about Banguila. I'll keep Banguila for myself. But you guys can name any other creature you want. Just let me know which one. And there we go. I'll have to make this the end of this episode, because episode 3 is coming out tomorrow. They were trying to be uploaded at the same time, but it wasn't going through. But all of these creatures here, let me know the names, and I'll pick the best ones. Or the first ones. Apart from Einstein. Einstein's staying as Einstein. Catch you in the next one.